exciting new frontier, travel to space and make it back in one piece.
All hands were on deck to take the Interstellar icon on its maiden voyage. The only thing left to be done was to loosen the anchor and watch as the Icon PC set off on the journey of a lifetime. And liftoff was upon us.
35,000 metres in altitude, resting above the horizon and looking out over the curved Earth below. The Interstellar, we've achieved something really amazing, the journey of a lifetime.
Space-themed films and games have had a resurgence in recent years, which got us here at Chillblast thinking about making a PC which could capture the zeitgeist of 2023. With space having always been an exciting new frontier, it seems only fitting that we should challenge our expert builders to create not only a PC befitting enthusiasts of the genre, but a PC which could actually travel to space and make it back in one piece. Our first big decision was to figure out what sort of look and feel we wanted for this unique build. After much deliberation, we eventually landed on an interesting PC case from a company called Aza. What attracted us to this case was its clean aluminium frame and its elegant futuristic look. With a four-sided tempered glass design, you'd get a near enough 360-degree view of the internals, whilst the open sections of the top, sides and bottom would provide enhanced cooling. What's more, the case ultimately looks like a rocket, capsule, or even an escape pod. And it just has that mysterious and imposing space-like quality that made it the perfect starting point for our design. With the case selected, we began creating an inspired design that would capture the essence of this new exciting title and pique the interest of those looking to explore further than ever before. Having been approached by our sister company CCL, we had agreed for our Interstellar PC to be the carrier of thousands of golden vouchers for a space giveaway like no other. The downside of this was that the design process was heavily impacted by this decision. During our initial talks with Sent Into Space, the agency in charge of logistics, we soon found out the biggest issue with sending a PC into space via weather balloon system is weight. PCs are generally quite heavy, and this design is no exception to the rule. So we couldn't add all the things we initially wanted to the build. With no room for error, we settled for a sleek, wrapped design that would embody the look and feel of a space mission without the need to carelessly add extra weight through additional 3D printed elements. With the design signed off, both our PC engineers and Sent Into Space's team of highly qualified technicians set about getting the build process into action. A 13th gen Intel i7 processor and an NVIDIA RTX 4080 GPU combined to provide out-of-this-world performance.
We decided to go for a build packed with soft tube liquid cooling for a futuristic feel and enhanced temperature control. Soft tubing was preferred for this case as we knew Sent Into Space would need to add some of their own modifiers. We were also concerned about the quick temperature changes during the flight, which may put extra stress on the hard tubing. As for the liquid, we went with Mayhem X1 Orange Liquid. It's rated for temperatures down to -6°C. Space is a little bit colder than that though, so in the end we added a bit of orange antifreeze as well. This will allow the coolant to remain liquid even in sub-zero temperatures. We plan to drain, flush, clean and refill the PC when it returns, just so we can get rid of any residual antifreeze in the solution.
Meanwhile, at Sent Into Space, they were working hard on ensuring the rig was the correct size to hold the PC firmly in place during the flight, but also that the flight system was robust enough to lift this heavy beast into orbit.
Our spacecraft are generally a carbon fiber skeleton that supports all of the electronics that we need, our flight computer, camera systems, tracking, and that is lifted by a massive stratospheric hydrogen-filled balloon along with a parachute system that will bring it back down safely once that balloon eventually bursts at the top of the flight. One of the biggest challenges was the weight of the PC itself. You know, it's a hefty beast, there's a lot of components in there, and we wanted to maintain that functionality while reducing weight where possible. So one of the approaches that we took there was we removed the PSU and replaced that with our own internal battery system that will power the computer during the flight, but also our flight computer tracking systems, the scatter mechanism, and our camera systems as well. Another problem that we faced was how to mount the computer itself, how we were going to lift that into space. We ended up attaching mounting points to the top of the computer itself, and then reformatting our launch craft into a kind of lightweight scaffold system built of carbon fiber that would support our camera systems in the right place. Essentially, we built a boom arm selfie stick for the craft. The other challenge that we faced was integrating the scatter mechanism into the body of the PC. We didn't want to compromise functionality or aesthetics, but that needed to be fit inside. Now, thankfully, the modular nature of the PC system and the kind of clever way that it's organized inside to enable ventilation for the PC components meant that there was plenty of room for us to integrate that inside. But once we began testing process, and we were doing environmental testing, checking thermal performance under cold conditions and space-like conditions, we discovered that the material on the biodegradable tickets, the ink that we were using, was binding at lower temperatures. So we also had to integrate a thermal regulation system to keep that insulated and at the right temperature so that it would scatter while it was in space. So while the ambient environment was as low as minus 65, 66 degrees, the temperature inside the craft we actually had to keep at an operating temperature of around minus 5.
With everything built, ready and tested, it was finally time for the launch. We just had to identify the perfect windows where the weather was right and the systems ready to take the Interstellar Icon on its maiden voyage. When the time came, all hands were on deck to watch as the balloon was filled and liftoff was upon us. The only thing left to be done was to loosen the anchor and watch as the Icon PC set off on the journey of a lifetime. Climbing at around 7 to 10 meters per second, the PC reached over 35,000 meters in altitude, arriving at its destination in just over an hour. Cresting above the horizon and looking out over the curved Earth below, the world's highest ever giveaway began, with a flurry of tickets shooting out from the apparatus. The Icon had completed its journey, but down below, the excitement was just beginning. Now began the descent. By analysing wind patterns and using tracking technology, we were able to ascertain where the PC would have returned to Earth, allowing us to find and retrieve the Icon quickly before bringing it back to our office for extra testing. The Interstellar Icon holds a very special place in all of our hearts here at Chillblast, as it completed its journey and played a key role in launching the world's highest ever giveaway. Furthermore, this is the first commercial PC to be sent into space and be put on sale after. we're continually looking to push the boundaries with our icon range. These builds bring out the best in us here at Chillblast. From engineering to marketing, with the addition of the Interstellar, we've achieved something really amazing. And I personally can't wait to see what we do next. Stay tuned, and we'll see you soon.